Hello, and welcome to Painting with NoQuarterDriven. I'm your host, Rob Boss. You might be asking yourself right now, Rob Boss, that name sounds super familiar. You are correct. Rob Boss sounds a lot like a 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429. What a coincidence. That's what we'll be painting here today. Let's take a look at our reference photo. You might be asking yourself right now, Rob, there's no way you painted that yourself. Now you might be saying right now, Rob, there's no way you painted that from scratch. That has to be a trace. It's too good. No, it's not a trace. It's 100% original. Unbelievable, isn't it? Insane even. Inconceivable, maybe. Let's get started. We're going to begin with our trusty number 2 pencil. Let's start with the general outline. You're going to want to start with a light stroke. I broke it. As I said, you're going to start with a light stroke. You don't need a heavy line on the paper for this part. Just want to get the general outline. Nothing fancy. You're out of space there. That's okay, we'll just end it sooner than we wanted to. A little rough, but we'll clean it up later. Not to worry. Let's fill in a couple of the details. The window outlines and the grill and the tires and such. Just do the doors real quick. We gotta get the scoop in there. Iconic part of the Boss Mustang. Let's go ahead and do the grill. Not too difficult right there. Just do the outlines of the fog lights in the middle of the grill and let's do the main headlights. Great, so now we have a rough outline for the Mustang. Let's finish that door right there. And remember, if you make a mistake, this is not for you. This should be a natural gift. I myself have been painting since I was 1 year old. And my best painting actually was when I was 2.5 years old. If you're not doing your best work at a young age, get out now. Let's go ahead and color in some of the details. Start with the windshield. You can use some broad strokes here. Just kind of fan out a little bit. Remember, you don't need to apply too much pressure, especially for the window area. You don't need it too deep. Perfect. There you are, on the floor, of course. It's where it always is. Let's fill in some of the details like the hood scoop. The metal bumper here and the hubcaps. Fill those in. Now what color do you think we should use for the main body? Thinking good race red. This is race red. I mixed it between fire red and taxi yellow. Let's go ahead and just fill in the details here. I'm going to be very careful here to paint within the lines you created earlier. That's great. Get that detail in there. Remember to focus on shading, especially around the front area. It's looking great. Let's go ahead and fill in the black areas. We'll go back to the trusty number 2 pencil because I can't find my black marker. Oh, you know what? I have a Sharpie around here. You never know when a Sharpie could come in handy. Let's go ahead and fill in those wheels. I'll be using a little bit of a swirl motion here. Again, not pressing too hard, not too fast. perfect. It's looking spectacular. For the final detail, let's draw a shadow for it. Let's see, looking at this picture, the light is probably coming in from this direction and coming from the front and heading back. So we'll just create a nice drop shadow. Finally, don't forget to sign your work. Nope. There we have it. Let's compare our reference sketch with the final product. Wow. You can barely tell the two apart. Great job. If you followed along this far, pat yourself on the back. If you don't like how yours turned out, if it doesn't look exactly like this, I don't know what to tell you. Just do it the way I did it. It's that simple. Okay, thanks.